If you need any grinding done in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM, make sure you hit up Rose NBA. Link is in the description. Great service, fast, reliable, cheap. Hit them up. They won't let you down. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking every single hidden gem diamond in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM on this tier list. I think this is a helpful video because a lot of people are getting free hidden gem diamonds from different things. You get them on a weekly basis from Showdown if you get 20 wins in tier 1. I know a lot of people aren't in tier 1, but if you are, there are a lot of people who are going to be getting those every week. King of the Court rewards include them, salary cap, leveling up, like just a variety of different things give you different hidden gem diamonds throughout the season. So we're going to go through and rank all of them and talk about which ones are really good and which ones aren't. So with that being said, before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if you all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Jason Williams, bad jump shot, movement's okay, but he doesn't defend. He's undersized. Again, like I said, his jumper's not that great, and he's not a great slasher. Doesn't do much well. He's D tier. Bruce Bowen is not S tier because he does not dribble well. He does shoot the ball great, slash okay, and defend awesome, but he is not a shot creator in the slightest. I don't think he's S, but I do like the card. I think A. Kyle Lowry is D tier. He is similar to J Will. He's better than J Will is, but at the same time, he's 6 foot tall. He is absolutely tiny. To me, that's not a high tier card, plain and simple. Antonio McDyess, 73 ball with a bad jump shot, unfortunately holds him back. I feel like in previous years his shot's been pretty good. This year it is not. The honest truth is I don't think he's that great. I think C tier is fair. Larry Nance, I think he's S tier. He's 6'10". He's awesome defensively. His jumper is very good. He's a great slasher. He is one of the best small forwards in the game. He's an awesome option. Jonathan Isaac is also S. He is not as good as Larry Nance when it comes to shooting the ball, nor probably quite as good when it comes to slashing, but he is even better defensively. Potentially the best lock in the game, period. He's that good on the defensive end of the court. Jonathan Isaac is an awesome card. He's another S tier for sure. Goran Dragic, another non-slashing small PG who does have a good jump shot, but is just too undersized to be an elite level card, even this early in the year with how many good hidden gem and wild gem cards people have. Kwame Brown's another S tier to me, 87 speed, power forward who's 6'11" with a solid, not unbelievably spectacular, but decent jump shot. Jumper's not as good as it was a couple years ago, but it's still very solid, and he's really good. He's extremely well-rounded in terms of the stats and the badges, and I mean, honestly, the shooting is the worst part about the card. Overall, he is a great option. Danny Green is a 3-and-D stud, very similar to Bruce Bowen. Actually moves a little better than Bowen does, but he's also a little smaller. I think he's A tier. I do think he's very good, and does deserve to be spotted pretty high. Tyrese Halliburton's honestly pretty good. Ignore that top 10. That does not matter. But 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan, 92 speed, 87 3 ball, 75 driving dunk. The problem with the card is that he's not a great slasher, and he also just doesn't really have the defense. That's the thing about Tyrese Halliburton that really holds him back is, I mean, he doesn't have awesome defense. That being said, his jumper is a little better this year. His movement's a little better this year. I don't know. He at least has, like, if you badge him up, he is pretty complete badge-wise. The stats could be a little better, but the card's not bad. He's not D tier. I'm pretty confident saying that. I think he's C. I don't think he's higher than that. If the jumper was one that I liked more, I think I'd have him higher. Mark Aguirre's only 6'6" at small forward, but I do like his jumper. He actually moves okay. He's good defensively. I think he's a solid card. I think B tier is completely fair. I do think Luol Deng is S tier. I think he's better than both Bowen and Danny Green is. He's a 6'9" shooting guard who is legitimately... Oh, no, he can't play shooting guard. What am I talking about? He's a small forward. He's a great shooter, though, and he's great defensively as well, and his jumper's pretty good, and he's got a little bit of movement, and he's 6'9" at small forward, which is still a good size, the small forward position. Even not being able to play shooting guard, I'd still prefer Luol over Bowen and Danny, at least slightly. I think he's low S, but I do think he's S. Jason Richardson, not quite the defensively elite hidden gem, but offensively he is a stud. Jumper is really nice, slashing is great, and the defense isn't bad. Still prefer Bowen and Danny Green probably myself, but I do think J Rich is good. Rocco, I mean, if you're looking for 3-and-D, it doesn't get any better than him. That being said, Luol Deng's a better shot creator than Rocco is. Defensively, they're pretty similar. If Luol's low S, I think Rocco is high A. Great card, but I don't know if he cracks the S tier. Jalen Johnson is going to be okay, not great. He's one of those guys who's pretty well-rounded, but I don't think his jumper is spectacular. Now, I wouldn't say it's awful either. Where is he? He is pretty well-rounded in terms of the stats. Going to do everything pretty good, but I don't know. The Hot Rebound Chaser's nice. CP escape isn't the worst. He's got a little bit of movement, I guess. Pro dribble style jumper's gonna be okay. And you know what? He's not bad. He's solid. He's not the best defender in the world, but he's pretty good. I think he's a solidly like mid to high B tier option. Dyson Daniels is probably the best point guard in this list. I do think he is an S tier guy for sure. I would say probably, I mean, I don't know. This card's gonna have extreme longevity. 6'7", awesome defender with a good jump shot. He might be the best PG here. There's a few really good ones, but he is extremely, extremely good. Jared Allen, he's a 6'9", big, but he has an afro that makes him look taller than 6'9". He shoots the ball well. He's pretty good defensively. Doesn't shoot the ball great, but he shoots the ball like at least acceptably. He can hit an open three. I don't want to overgas the shooting ability, but a 78 three ball with a decent jumper is pretty solid. Like, you don't think of Jared Allen as a shooter, but this diamond Jared Allen can absolutely do that. Being 6'9", though, you don't really want to playing power forward. The afro and the 7'5" wingspan certainly help, and I do think he's a great rebounder, solid defender, very athletic around the rim, and his jumper's not bad. Is he A? I don't know. I think he is because of the wingspan. We're going to give it to him. Jared McCain, C tier. Wish he played more defense. He's better than the D tiers, but I don't think he's great at all. Michael Richardson is an A tier, awesome defensive point guard who moves okay offensively, 6'5", decent slasher, solid card. I think he is borderline S, honestly. He's a top A tier guy at the PG spot. Norm Powell is probably D tier. He's a 6'4" shooting guard who's not great defensively. Generally doesn't have awesome animations either. I don't think he's great. Tim Duncan can't really shoot. If he could shoot a lot better, I'd be a lot higher on him, but unfortunately he's got like a 53 ball, so that's just not gonna cut it. I think it's a 48 actually, and especially in this year's game, you don't green super low three balls nearly as much. 48 three ball, 79 speed. I think I'm being generous not putting him in D tier, to be totally honest. His defense is great. His finishing is obviously going to be good, but I'm not going to sit here and act like that card is great. I'm putting him D tier. I got to. I'm sorry. Roy Hibbert. Jumper's not great, but he is 7'2", great finisher, and does actually have a bit of a three ball. I believe it's in the 70s. So Hibbert's pretty good. Like, he's a legitimately solid option at the center position. And I think he can definitely hold it down for you at that position. RJ Barrett's really nice. Actually, I'm going to put Hibbert. I think we're going to put Hibbert in the A tier. We're going to put RJ Barrett in the A tier as well. 6'6" shooting guard. Really nice fade, great jumper, solid defender, very good slasher. He's really good, definitely very solid. I'd say he's a solid A tier as well. Triple J is an S tier, 6'11" or 6'10" big with a big player build though. A great jumper, fast, versatile defender. He is a better Kwame Brown. I think he is a high S tier card, one of the best hidden gems in the game. Bam Adebayo. He's better than Jared Allen is, I think, defensively. They're similar in size. I do think Bam is probably a little bit better overall card, slightly better jumper. I'm realizing I probably need to be a little bit stricter on this list because we have a lot of cards left. I got to speed up. We're 8 minutes into the video, and I have this many guys left. Kendrick Perkins sucks. He's slow and he can't shoot. I wouldn't use him. Montes Buzelis. Danny Green, as good as I like him, I'm putting him B. And I'm actually moving Bowen to B tier too. And Bam might get moved. Well, we're going to do that for right now. I think Bam and Jared Allen get moved down because of the size slightly. That Buzelis is a beast. He is 6'10". He's great defense, or he's solid defensively, very well rounded, has a really nice jumper, and he's a great slasher. I pulled him for my tier 1 showdown reward last Friday. Really good. Very, very big fan of that card so far. Asar Thompson, bad jump shot at 6'7" at small forward, really holds him back. I wouldn't use him that much personally. Valanciunas, I think, is a pretty decent stretch big. I would assume not super fast nor awesome defensively. And I'm right, 79 speed, 89 perimeter, or 89 interior isn't bad though. He's not unbelievable, but he's pretty good, and his jumper's generally solid. I don't think his defense is great. He's got no movement at all, but he's certainly not C tier. We're going to go B tier for Valanciunas. DeJounte Murray is very similar to Michael Richardson, a solid defensive point guard who's got a little bit of movement offensively, can shoot the ball pretty well. Do I think Dyson Daniels is better? 100%. Do I think Michael Richardson and DeJounte are really good cards? Yes. By the way, I want to keep in mind, everybody B tier and up, in my opinion, is a really good card. Just want to make that very clear. Chocolate Thunder, Daryl Dawkins, I think he can hit a wide open three, maybe. I don't think this card looks very good though. 79 speed, 63 ball. That's going to be inconsistent. The finishing is elite, and he is fast. I think he's probably a little better than like a Tim Duncan is. Better finisher around the rim and higher 3-ball rating, but I wouldn't put him higher than C. Gallinari's A tier to me. He's 6'10", actually moves okay-ish, and is a great shooter. The defense isn't spectacular. He's not unbelievably athletic, but he's legitimately a very good card. Gerald Green, solid jumper, great slasher, decent defender. Not bad, not insane. Obviously, the slashing is going to be elite, but I think he's like a low B card, probably, realistically. Nikola Mirotic probably goes C. Not going to have enough speed nor defense to be an elite power forward, but obviously he's going to shoot the crap out of the ball. But I'm sorry, 76 speed, 74 perimeter, 74 agility is not what we're looking for, even out of a, I mean, he's what, 6'10", but I just, you're not playing at small forward with that defense, and at power forward even, that's still kind of slow and struggling defensively. For me, that's C tier. Derek Lively. As much as I want to put this card in the S tier, I'm not going to be that biased. I'm going to put him in the A tier, but he is 84 speed, 7'1" with a 73 ball, 80 mid range. So he can shoot okay. He's fast and he's tall. He's really good. And I'm a Mavs fan. I want this card. I'm a homer, but I think he's an elite option, and I think he's an A tier guy. DeAndre Jordan is D tier to me. He's an inside, but he's a short inside, and he's not extremely fast either. I don't think he's very good. Jordan Poole's a fun scorer. I don't think he provides quite enough defensively, and he's not a huge PG. I'd put him C. I think that's fair. Brandon Miller is not my favorite shooting guard. He's not unbelievable defensively. I don't think his fade is that great. His SIGs are never extremely elite. He's not going to be the scorer in my team that he is in real life, but he is still a great slasher. He still is going to have a good standstill jump shot. He's not going to be a terrible defender, and he is going to do at least a little bit off the dribble as well with the threat of the slashing and the good jump shot. But I think B tier is probably as high as I would put Brandon Miller. Damian Lillard, fun inside PG. He's obviously more versatile than guys like Lowry, Williams, and Dragic are with his slashing ability, and obviously he's an elite shooter, but defensively, even with badges added, he's just going to be missing a lot. I think C is as high as I can go for Dame. Stephon Castle's our second S tier PG, 6'7", great defender with a quality jumper and good slasher. He's a very similar mold of card to Dyson Daniels, and I do think he cracks the S tier for me. Glenn Robinson is super nice. He's only 6'7" at the small forward position, but his jumper is absolutely money. His defense is very solid. He's well-rounded and versatile when it comes to being able to guard on the interior and the perimeter, to being a pretty good finisher as well. And I think he's a solid card. I think Scotty Barnes is kind of mid, to be totally honest. I don't love his jumper, but stat and badge-wise, he is pretty good. If I put him C tier, he's probably the best card in C tier. That does feel a little low. I do want to take a look at the card real quickly, a little bit more in depth before I go ahead and give my final ranking on him, though, because again, he is very well-rounded. Half on-ball menace is nice. I didn't realize he had that, to be totally honest. Definitely not C tier. That is tripping. With off on menace especially, no chance about that. I don't like his jumper, and I know his movement is not great either by any means. None of these SIGs, like Embiid escape is nothing. Normal dribble style is not good. LaMelo behind the back's not good. Like, these are not great SIGs by any means, but at the same time, he's great defensively. I think he's a solid B tier. He's not a bad card. By the way, Jalen Johnson, sorry, moving you to C. Rex Chapman, A tier point guard, 6'4", but actually plays solid defense, 95 driving dunk with Hoff Limitless. When you have that picture at point guard, that's pretty nice. I don't think he's quite as good as Michael Richardson or DeJounte, at least defensively. Offensively, he probably is better than both. This card's really good. I think he's A tier. Tyler Hero, B. Not quite as good as Chapman, Michael Ray, or DeJounte, because he's not great defensively. Offensively, he is pretty good, though. I think he's a solid B. Like, there are some good cards in B tier. I think he's one of the good ones. All these top guys in B, really every card in B is good, to be totally honest. Yao Ming is also going to go B tier because he's 7'6". He may be 25 speed, may not be able to shoot a 3. Doesn't matter. He's 7'6". So that's why B tier. Because he's obviously just going to be so OP on the inside. Mike Miller is a pure shooter. I don't know if he plays enough defense. The problem is I've been too generous now, and now everybody's like, oh, that card's decent. Oh, that card's decent. Mike Miller, to me, is one of those cards who, like, I never would get excited about pulling him myself, but I understand why people would, because he is 6'8", 95'3", 80 driving dunk, 89 speed, decent-ish defense, I guess. Like, the defense is where it's questionable, but the shot's always going to be good. The movement looks to be okay-ish. Pro fade's not bad. I mean, he's got to go B tier, right? With that shot, he's B tier. He is. D'Lo, not enough defensive shot creation, really. Despite the fact that he's supposed to be a shot creator, he's going to be funky more than he's going to be extremely effective, and he's not going to be an elite slasher, and he's not going to play defense either. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf has a very bad jump shot. Arvydas Sabonis is 50 speed. He can shoot, and he is 7'3", but his jumper is very ugly. I would actually low-key maybe prefer Yao to Arvydas. I don't know. He's 7'3". I don't think Yao's good, though. That's the thing, despite being tall. Like, do I really want to keep Yao and B? I mean, people are like, on Twitter, I saw some people talking about how OP Yao would be to pull, and I do understand that his size, especially in a game that does have the inside finishing the way that it is, I don't know, 59 speed, 54 3. Obviously, he can't really shoot a 3, but I thought he was 25 speed. He is not. So I can kind of see what people are saying with the finishing ability and the interior defense, but he is going to obviously struggle laterally defensively. He's better than Sabonis is, though, because Sabonis' better shooting is going to be held back by the fact that he's even slower than Yao is, and he's shorter. And his jumper's bad. I'm going to leave it like that. Sabonis in C, Yao in B. I'm fine with that. Michael Carter-Williams, another S-tier PG, 6'6", great jumper, great slasher, versatile defender, really good card. I was very happy to pull him from my King of the Court rewards. He is great. Del Curry is as boring as it gets. Great shooter, not much else. Ray Allen is the same exact story. Neither of them are exceptional slashers, defenders, anything like that. Ray is a little bit more versatile, but he's also not that big at his position at shooting guard. I don't think he's as good as any of the B-tier shooting guards. Tim Hardaway, he has Patty Mills base, which is fun, but I'm going to be honest, as a 6-foot non-slashing, non-defensive point guard, that's a D-tier card. Kyle Korver's the worst Mike Miller. Maybe a better overall jumper, but he doesn't play as much defense. He's not as fast. He's not as good overall. As much as people love Kyle Korver, I don't personally totally understand why, because this diamond is not that good. Quentin Richardson is actually pretty decent, I do believe. I think probably another one of those guys who's like a low B tier. He's got decent speed, good shooting. The 68 interior actually, and not great slashing. I take it back. I think Quentin Richardson, not Quentin Johnson. He plays for the Chargers. I think Quentin Richardson is a C tier. Austin Reeves is probably A tier. The thing about Reeves is the defense is gonna be lacking a bit, but I think he's a better Tyler Hero, better shot creator overall than Hero is, and probably a little bit more versatile defensively. Really great shooting badges, a nice jumper. Wish he had Garland dribble style instead of his own, but Garland behind the back is good. I mean, I think he's a hooper. I think he's a little better than Tyler Hero. I'm gonna go A tier with him. Rudy Gay, if I got this card, I would probably scream and jump up and down, purely because he is a legitimate shot creating small forward who's also capable defensively and elite as a slasher, and has a very good jumper and a good fade. I think he's one of the best in this game. Obviously, he and guys like Nance Dang, John Isaac, even a Rocco or somebody like that, it's a different role at the small forward position. He's not the same defensively, but offensively, I think he's the best small forward on this list. He's one of the better cards on this list, in all honesty. So I have him S tier for sure. Drummond can't shoot. He's not big at center. I'm good. I honestly almost want to put him D tier. Let me just confirm real quickly before I put him D tier, because I haven't actually looked at that card yet, but I know what he's going to be, because Drummond cards in early game, my team, are always not fast enough to really, I guess he actually does have a little bit of speed. They gave him some 84 speed, but a 43 3 ball is not going to cut it, especially in this year's game. You have no chance of greening with that. 47 mid-range as well, and again, he's not that big at center. I mean, nice wingspan's good, but that card's a D tier center. Let's be honest here. Brook Lopez, they said his jumper's better this year. I know he's still not fast though. I think he's like 67 speed, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Yeah, 67 speeds, 93 ball, but only a 75 driving dunk. 85 standing's pretty good. 92 interior, 92 block. He's just slow. I think he's still probably B, because his jumper is improved this year. Lopez base still isn't great, but it's better than it's been for sure. I think he's B. That feels fair, even being a little slow. Jalen Green's a great slasher. He's fun offensively. He's got decent size at point guard. Obviously, he's not a great defender, but I honestly think his slashing makes him B right now. Detlef Schrempf's jumper's terrible. He's a 6'10", slow, small forward. Yes, the size is nice, but the jumper is just not going to cut it for a guy who's not a great defender as well. Kind of like Mirotic. Different, but similar. Donovan Mitchell, another fun PG who just unfortunately gets a little bit outsized. I do think he probably is just big enough to where it's, with the stats and badges that he's got, he's not like a low tier card, because obviously he's fast, he's a great slasher, he's a great shooter. He's only 6'1", but he's got the 6'10" wingspan that does help him out, and he's got a decent amount of total, pretty good badges, I would say, as a base card. Not the worst interior rating, the wingspan will help. Is he A though? Or I mean, not A. He's not A. Is he B? I don't know. I feel like he's probably C. But then is Jalen Green? You know what? I'm being generous. Jaime Jaquez is definitely B. 6'6", good jump shot, good defender. He's good. He's not great. He's a good slasher as well. He's not ridiculous, but he's good. His diamond was good last year. His ruby was good at the beginning of the game last year. His ruby's good at the beginning of the game this year. Is like a salary cap card. This diamond's a really good card too. Bargnani, does he have 25 speed, or what is his speed? I assume it's probably not 25, but I also assume that it's not particularly fast. 67 speed, 65, I assume, driving dunk. He's like a worse Brook Lopez. Not going to be nearly as good on the interior defensively, and not as good of a finisher, while being similar as a shooter. I have Lopez in B, I will go Bargnani towards the bottom of C. Terrence Ross, awesome, fun slasher. I don't think Jalen Green and Dunham, I don't think they fit. I'm being honest. I'm moving him down. Terrence Ross is not going to provide as much defense as you'd like. I think that's the problem with him as well. This is a very long video. I do apologize for the length, but I do think it's helpful. So hopefully it is 6'7", but again, 6'7", my bad. 51 interior, 42 block. That's killer, man. That really is killer at the shooting guard position, which is unfortunate because T-Ross actually plays my team. He actually rated me on Twitch one time. Shout out to T-Ross. Good dude. Damn, man. I don't know. I wish they'd make his cards better. I don't think he's very good, though. I think he's C. I honestly think Domantas Sabonis is C, too. We have so many C tiers. Okay, you know what? Just for the sake of my OCD, I'm moving Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Green back up, and I'm actually going to move Jalen Johnson back up, too. Because Sabonis is also slow and also is, like, mad jump shot, and I don't think he's good either. That's the honest truth. 68 speed, I'm good. On another guy who's not strong defensively. He's, again, a worse Brook Lopez. I think he's another C tier. So in order to even it out, I'll move up the best C tiers, which are Green, Johnson, and Mitchell. Those are probably the three best, so I'll move them up. Tyrese Maxey, too small. Fun offensively, but not great. And then P. Maravich, I'm sorry, same thing. I mean, just the size doesn't matter with him. It's the lack of slashing. He's a good shooter, but his jumper isn't all that great. I think both those guys are C tier as well. I know we got a lot of C tiers wrapping out the video, but I think this is a pretty accurate representation of all these hidden gems. Anybody B and up to me is a pretty good poll. Anybody C and down, probably not that great. Maybe this last half of B isn't quite as good, but still, there's a lot of very good ones, and then there's a lot of ones that I personally would consider duds as well. But with a lot of these, I mean, with the amount of opportunities that people have to get these diamonds throughout the season, you should hopefully be able to pick up a few good ones. I mean, I already have Michael Carter-Williams, Rex Chapman, Matas Buzelis, Bruce Bowen all in my lineup, and an Amethyst Marcus Smart. I already have several hidden gems players in my lineup. Like, if you grind the game, you can get these as rewards 100%. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.